Hello YouTube, I'm Dr. Tactical, and today I've got my hands on two Wilson Combat firearms. I've got the Experior and I have the EDC X9 2.0. We're going to really focus on the Experior today because that's the one I've had some range time on, and really I have some experience with the Experior. Anyway, so that's the one we're going to really focus on. We will talk a little bit about this, but this is our focus, the Experior. Okay, let's get started. I'm Dr. Tactical, and the doctor will see you now. Welcome back to the channel. And those of you who are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. So today I have two guns here, and you'll notice that I've got my pinkies extended while holding them. Why is that? Well, it's because of the guns. These are classy guns. These guns are of high ilk. That's right. These are not Glocks. These are not Rugers. These are not Smith & Wessons. They're not HKs or Sig Sauers. No, these are highfalutin, high T kind of guns. And how do I know these guns are of such high caliber, so to speak? Well, I know what the motherfuckers charge for these things. And with those kind of prices, they better be highfalutin. And today we're going to talk about whether or not they actually deliver. So both of these guns have been lent to me by my friend and yours, Frank Smith. Frank Smith is the owner of FS Firearms. Frank Smith, FS Firearms. Let me assure you, what Frank lacks in originality, he makes up for in gun knowledge. Frank is kind enough to lend me guns, and he's a friend, but we have no business relationship. So I get nothing for any guns that he sells. I just like to share his information because he deals in guns like Wilson Combat. He deals with Atlas. He deals with Nighthawk, just to name a few. So because he deals with all these guns, when people are ready to step up their game, he's the guy to turn to because he can really discuss them all and direct people to the gun that really best fits what they're looking for. Until the next one that they're ready for, and then the next one that they're ready for. We all know how this game is played. Anyway, the two guns I have today are both Wilson Combat firearms, as I said before. This is the Experior. This is the EDC X9 2.0. Now, I am going to be shooting the Experior in this video, and therefore I'm going to really be addressing it more. And nothing speaks more to how this gun operates than seeing it shoot. So let's just go right to the range. Well, here we are again at my home away from home, the Country Club of Maryland. I love this place. This is my home away from home, truly is. Anyway, today we are shooting the Wilson Combat Experior on loan from my buddy Frank. Thank you, Frank. This particular model is the double stack magazine, which really is the grip size that I prefer. They do make it in the single stack for those that have smaller hands. My hands are not huge, which doesn't mean anything. But this is really sort of the perfect size for me, and I love this track grip that they have on it. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the details of the gun. We're here to shoot it. So let's see what this bad boy can do in my hands, because that's really a challenge for any gun. All right. The grip really does feel good, though. Okay. I really should just stop there. I don't think I can shoot better than this. And this is not milled for a red dot. This is me just using iron sights here. Back it up a little. Now I know you're thinking, back it up, should be move that back, but I've got a camera over here, so trying to get that in range. I think at this point I'm just starting to go through the same hole. I can't say anything more than what the target says. Clearly there's a couple little flyers, but truthfully I wouldn't even call those flyers in my normal shooting. So this gun's pretty fucking DoctorTactical approved. I am so glad that I had multiple cameras in that range with me, because I have never had a range session like that. And that range session is totally a testament to the quality of this gun. I can't shoot like that. I've never shot like that. Now, it turns out Wilson Combat actually guarantees their guns at a 1.5 inch group at 25 yards. Now, I think what they're guaranteeing is that their guns are capable of it. So if you put it in a vise or something like that, that's what you can do. It doesn't mean you're going to be able to go out and shoot 25 yards, 1.5 inch groups, or I certainly can't. Although I have to tell you, I've never been tempted to really try it. I'm tempted just to try. I know I can't do it, but I'm curious to see how far this gun will take me. That was a very impressive grouping for me. Those of you who know me and have seen me shoot know that that's not how I shoot. So I'm pretty happy. And it really speaks volumes. I have this whole list of things here on my iPad that I wanted to talk about with this gun. And truthfully, all I really want to do is play that range thing over again, that footage, because it says it all right there and what this gun is capable of. Because it's not what I'm capable of. This gun really, I shoot a lot of guns in that range, and those results were special. But let me just go through some stuff with you. So basically, this is, again, the Experior is a 1911-ish style gun. There's some differences. It does not have a grip safety, by the way. That is a point of contention. I see some YouTubers who are like, thank God it doesn't have the grip safety. I hate the fact that, if I'm taking a quick shot or I need to do a defensive shot, if I'm not holding the gun right, it doesn't go bang. Well, that's one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is I have learned with my Staccato CS. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I learned it multiple times. It shouldn't have taken me multiple times to learn this. I should have learned it on the very first time. But I learned when I kept it in my Smart Carry. So Smart Carry, for those of you who aren't aware, is a very discreet pouch that you wear below the belt level. It is a wonderful way to discreetly carry a gun. It conceals beautifully. However, it's a pouch. It's not a rigid type of a holster. But you're not really worried about retention because there's really nowhere for it to go. But what I've noticed, again, multiple times, and it hurts me to say that because I really should have learned my lesson on the very first one, I go to put my gun away at the end of the day when I know damn well, for sure, 100%, because I checked it, that when I put the gun in the holster in the morning, that safety was on. And when I took it out of my pants, that safety was off. Okay, I don't know what's happening in my pants, but it scared me because that means the only thing stopping that gun from going off is that trigger getting caught on something. We're not going to get into details, but it can happen. And it could be horrible. It really could be catastrophic. The last thing you want is a negligent discharge, and especially in your pants. So the fact that it's happened more than once also, again, testament to my stupidity, but learn from me. If you're going to carry a gun like this that does not have a grip safety, that's fine, but use a appropriate holster that's going to really protect the safety so that nothing can sort of rub against it and turn it off. Because then really, if that goes off, your only safety is the trigger. And I know everybody's like, oh, the trigger's my safety. That's all I need. You know what? Stuff happens. Things can get in there. The fact that the safety was turned off inadvertently tells me that things can happen. So respect that. Again, that's not a strike against it that it doesn't have the grip safety. It's just not all a good thing. There's a reason that grip safety is there. So be cognizant of that, especially in holster selection. All right. So this particular model has a unilateral safety on it, which is very positive, very nice. Really feels good. The grip has this track pattern, which is different than that on the EDC and the SFX, which is the X-Tac. That's what the X stands for in the X9. It has G10 side grip, side panels. It's a very grippy, good feeling gun. This is a compact size, so it's not the full size, which really addresses this height. It's a 4-inch barrel. And this is a double stack. Now they make single stacks also for those who like thinner grips, as I think I said during the range session. But this fits me perfectly. Let's see, the slide has a black armor tough finish. So that the barrel, has a bushing, helping to stabilize. It's just a very nice 1911 style setup. The slide's very 1911-ish. It has an internal extractor. The serrations are great. The gun's great, okay? It's a great gun. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to go through it all because, you know what? You can look it up, and more importantly, you saw the range session. That speaks for itself. I hope to have a range session soon with this, so that I hope I can speak as high or higher about this. I'll be shocked because, quite frankly, I've never shot better than that. But I can't speak very much on the EDC, except for one thing I can say. It's gorgeous. This gun is beautiful and ergonomic. It feels incredible in the hand. Now, this is the X-Tac, not the track grip, but I love them both. Anyway, that's it. I'm on such a high right now from that range session that I feel like I've said everything I have to say. I can't endorse this gun enough. Clearly, it's DoctorTactical approved. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one. I'm Dr. Tactical. Dr. Tactical out.